Hey everybody, it's WingnutD back again, and I'm sweating to death in this California, Central Valley, California fucked up heat. I just got back from doing some business today, making some money, making it happen like I always do. I was at swap meet this weekend, and everything is overpriced as usual. People are just, everybody's broke. Everybody's clamoring for money and shit, so it's like, I didn't really buy too much, but one of the things I did buy, which was a very interesting buy for me, and it was only 25 cents. The guy wanted a quarter for it, and it worked. He showed me, and I know I can still get these activated. Somebody told me it's an analog device, everything's digital, blah 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 blah. Well, I made some calls beforehand because I almost bought this at a thrift store once. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna, because it's a waste of money, and at the point in time it really was, because that device was actually more than what I paid for this device. Well, I'm going to show it to you anyway, so here we go. You guys know what these are. Anybody who's like been born in the last 10 years is like, what is this? WingnutD, what is this that you have, this little device? That's something that holds onto my phone. No, this is a pager. Before cell phones, this is the way people got a hold of us when we weren't home. Okay, it would display the little number. Right now it says out of range, but it would display the time and all that. And you would call. Each pager had a number. You would call the pager if you wanted to get a hold of this person, and it would display their number. You would leave their number. You would leave your number, and then you'd have to get to a pay phone or get home or get to a friend's phone. And, hey, buddy, can I use your home phone? Nobody has home phones anymore. I just got a page. First it was for like doctors and pilots, and then they started making it more mainstream. And I remember at one point in time when I worked for Vendo, I had a personal pager, and then they gave me one that was like this, for company uses, because I was on call just in case they needed me to come in or they needed something, because I was an inspector. And I always used to tell people, because this is when I was single, I used to tell people one's for blondes and brunettes and one's for redheads and whatever, because I had two pages. It was stupid. It was really stupid. But this is the page, like I said, and I can play this for you real quick. See if you remember. Some of you who remember pagers. Remember those tones? Wow, I don't know if you can hear that. I hope you guys can hear that. Okay, so we're gonna leave it on now. It's out of range. So I made some calls today, and I found out through a friend that works for a cell phone facility, you can still get these activated. The service is very good because everything's digital nowadays. You just have to pay a fee up front to get it converted. So I paid a quarter for it at the swap meet. Okay, so what? The other one I was gonna buy one time at the thrift store it was like $5. And it was just like this. It was, this is the Motorola. One Connect used to be a service, like kind of like how Verizon, AT&T, and all the services are. Everybody had different services, and the service was pretty much all the same back in the day. It really, now everybody likes to say, oh, our service is better than your service, and they're all fucking the same. It's just how much you pay, and the rates usually are pretty much the same too. You get fucked either way. These things used to be like how cell phones are now. You have to go in and you'd have to pay for the pager. Or you come in and you buy one and you get a second one for free. One for you, one for your girlfriend or your buddy or your wife, and they used to do all those promotions. I used to have a cool one that would display, mine was really, really technologically advanced for a pager, but it had a screen like right here going across like that. And when you called my number, you could leave a detailed voice message. So I would call back and you could leave a voicemail, and I would call my number, you'd get a voicemail, sorry. And I'd be like, hear what you had to say. Or it would turn it into text. So like if you said, hey David, call me back and it's an emergency. Then across my screen in digital, if there was a screen there, like I said, across my screen it would say, hey David, call me back, it's an emergency. I mean, word for word. I mean, unless you were like saying, hey, fuck you, you piece of shit, motherfucking asshole, whatever like that, or unless you were speaking gibberish, ding-dong, and then, of course, it would just display a bunch of characters and stuff. But at the time, it was technologically advanced. This is like maybe a second, third generation I would say second or third generation pager, because the ones that were bigger were like, they were like this. They were the size of like a Galaxy S3, about as thin as a, I don't know, small pencil box maybe. I mean, it was just, you know, they were really ugly, and they would just go beep, 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 and then you knew you had to call your number, and, oh my God, you know, there's a patient dying. Oh, or, oh my God, there's a fire. Oh my God, you know, the factory's on fire. That's the only time people had pagers. Yeah, you know, this is a cool find for me. I paid 25 cents for it. Even if I can't get it hooked up, and even if I did, it's really cool. I like to show my kids this, because they like, all my kids have iPhones, and it's like, I've done many videos, a couple of videos about iPhones. But my kids have iPhones. iPhone this, it's the greatest, and you know, Android's this, and you know, and Galaxies are the greatest, and all this and that. It's like, you know what this is? This is a pager. I mean, my son would love to rock one of these because he's so retro, you know, and he loves the nostalgia factor of it. You know, I was on the bus with this earlier, and man, it was just, this guy was like, dude, that's a freaking pager. I was like, yeah, you know, I bought it for 25 cents. And I would, you know, he's like, dude, let me buy that for you. Give you like $10. I said, dude, you know what? Usually I'm all about money. Give me the $10. But I was like, you know what? This is in good condition. It works. Like I said, it says out of range right now, and it works. It's in good condition. I paid $0.25 for it. The guy that I gave the $0.25 for was like, dude, I don't even want to charge you $0.25 for it, because he, you know, I told him I can get this hooked up. And you know, I used to have one of these, but I used to have 2 pagers, like I said, back in the day. So this is a cool find for me, like I said. And I just wanted to introduce everybody who's, I would say, less than 15 years old to a pager. Everybody's so used to cell phones, and technology nowadays is so it's so rapidly evolving. You know, we forget stuff like this. You know, and this is a blast from the past. It's a dinosaur, and I'm keeping it because of the nostalgia factor. It's you know, I wish I had my old Apple IIe computer, you know. But what is the coolest thing you found? This is for all the older viewers out there. This is the coolest, what's the coolest thing that you found that you hold on to and you say, you know what, this is, you know, I know a gentleman who's got a 1936 Model T or whatever, you know, he was like, you know, this is my dad's car from back in, you know, and he talked about it all the time, blah, 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 and it's a great car, and that's why he keeps it, because it helps him remember his father. You know, I know another guy who he collects gumball machines, and he has got gumball machines because his dad used to own a pharmacy, and he always used to go there after school and just home in the gumballs, and he would beg his father for money and stuff like that. It reminds him of the pharmacy. So what's the coolest thing you've ever found and kept for nostalgia-wise? I have a lot of different things I collect, and on a personal level, like I said, I do a lot of horse trading and selling and buying and stuff. But this I will definitely keep. I'm going to show my son, actually, my oldest son, because I know he'll get a kick out of it. I'm going to keep it. And, you know, but what's the coolest thing you found you hold on to for kind of like, hey, you know what, I used to have one of these, sentimental reasons. It reminds you of an old girlfriend. Maybe it reminds you of like a good time in your life, or maybe at times it reminds you of a bad time in your life where you turn things around. What's the coolest thing you found? Give me a comment down below, and don't forget to give this video a like for a pager. A like for a pager. Anyways, maybe I'll do a giveaway on this. I don't know. You know, and subscribe, you know, because I appreciate everybody who watches and who tunes in all the time. All my buddies out there, I know my buddy JR and my buddy Drex tune in all the time. The EFC is, you know, he tunes in when he can because, you know, he's a busy guy, and you know. But I got certain people that tune in and go, hey man, you know, I like what you're doing, and you're always ranting and raving, you're always talking shit on something, and you know, so and the best way to see what I'm doing next is to subscribe. Like I said, if you like this video, subscribe to it, and you know, I appreciate everybody that does. We're gonna be doing not gonna do the Call of Duty Ghost giveaway. We're gonna do something completely different, because you know what, I had little response for the Call of Duty Black Ops video giveaway. I gave that to a gentleman by the name of Mojo Wilson 1 or something like that. He's got a small YouTube channel on here. I think what I'm just gonna do is I may give away like a $50, $60 GameStop gift card, you know, maybe a PlayStation Network card so you can download it. I'm gonna do something like that. We're gonna do that on the 1st of August. So I'll do a total video for that. Not today, so it's not this video. You have to like, subscribe, and share, and all this and that. So, you know, we'll do that then. Probably around the 1st or the 2nd of August. I'm kind of busy coming up. I'm always busy. I'm always doing stuff. I'm always making it happen. So, you know. I appreciate everything and all the support that you guys give to Mongoose Enterprises and myself. WingnutD is out and about and back on YouTube ranting and raving and talking about pagers. No, I'm just kidding. So I appreciate everybody's support. And don't forget, my website's going to be up pretty soon. And we're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff on there also. Pictures and videos and stuff like that. So I appreciate everybody's support. This is WingnutD with his cool pager. And I'm out.